Um, I said in my homework
Okay, I know.
Facebook, and that's all my problem today.
But I want you to speak it out.
Uh, um,
Look at me. Okay.
Today I take my daughter to hospital
Mm-hmm.
to um, vaccinate
Mm-hmm.
her for her, and in the afternoon after she went to bed, I prepare my homework, and I prepared lesson 10. So uh, um, um, so I I realized that I prepare wrongly my lesson.
Yeah,
So I have
I know.
to prepare again, and until 5 p.m. I finish my homework uh, uh, about uh, 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
to finish my homework, and I have no I haven't got enough time to make a video,
Mm-hmm.
and and do you uh, and no, uh, uh, is there any mistake? Is there any mistake in my work?
Okay. That okay. So now I will go on your homework, and I will show you some of the mistakes. Mm-hmm. So, hi teacher. Today I could not make a video because I was busy. I don't think you are busy. Just kidding. Uh, she has a monthly vaccination. You can say like I need to brought my daughter. I need to brought my daughter to the hospital to have or to get the vaccination. Okay. Uh, I decided so. You still is not a right adverb here.
Uh,
Mhm. You can say maybe you can fix the grammar and mistakes. Can is better. Okay.
uh,
Uh, but since we we just need one of them, we can't put two of them at the same time. So for example, but something since. Okay, for example, in this situation, you need to say like since I have married. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like you translate from Vietnamese to English, but it's not correct. You don't. It's not necessary to put but here. Okay.
uh,
Um. Yes. Mm, overall, it's good. I don't see a lot of mistakes here, but sometimes you need to know how to link the sentence. That's it. Yeah. So, for example, today I am going to talk about it's better. So for example, you can say, today I'm gonna talk about something. So I will talk about something. You say like, today I talk about it. So yeah, it's not right. You I don't mean that the grammar is not correct. What I mean is, if you say something like, I'm gonna talk about, it's even sound better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it's was good. Okay.
Okay.
So, so now we go on to the new lesson today,
Okay.
because sometimes you expect me to give you a lot of mistakes, right? So that you can improve yourself, but it's not, because as long as you can express yourself by writing or speaking, it's good. Maybe sometimes we can have some mistakes. That's okay. So let's go on to the new lesson, and I'm gonna be the first person, and you're gonna be the second one. Okay. How do you handle pressure?
I work very well with pressure. I prepare for it before it comes.
Yeah. Can you give me an example?
When I worked at Citibank, we had many deadlines to meet. I never waited until the last minute to do my work. I always finish it ahead of time.
How do you deal with public?
I try to treat my customers with respect and patience.
How do you handle stressful situations?
Well, I try to stay as calm as possible. When I wi- when I'm with the customer, I like to be respectful and responsible.
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 Yeah. So can you give me an example from your personal experience?
Yes, when I was working with Universal System as a secretary, the customer
Yeah.
came the customer came in and he was very angry about his bill. So I spoke calmly and told him relax. Once he came down, we talked about the problem and solved it. He walked away happily and so was I.
Perfect. Okay. So how do you deal with stressful situations at work?
I've had many stressful situations at work. I always try to stay
Situ-
patient.
Situation.
Situation, situation. I've had many stressful situations at work. I always try to stay patient. Patient. Whenever I'm feeling stressed, I breathe deeply to calm down.
So is there anything else that you do?
I try to talk to people to tell them how I feel. If I'm having a problem with the customer, I try to talk politely. If you have some other kinds of stress at work, I talk to my coworkers or my boss to tell them how I feel. That usually that usually helps.
So how do you work under pressure?
Oh, I'm pretty good with pressure.
Can you give me an example?
Yes, as an as an accountant, I have to meet monthly deadlines. This can make my work very stressful, but I've learned that working hard and staying calm always relax me to meet these deadlines.
Perfect. So how do you handle stressful situations?
I handle them professionally and patiently.
Yeah.
I've had experience experience with stressful situations at work. I always try to prepare myself before stressful situations happen. Then when they happen, I can handle them without any trouble.
So can you give me an example?
Sure, if there are two phones ringing and customers waiting to be helped, I'll, I'll ask the customers if they can wait for a minute. Then I'll answer the phones and put them on a hold. Next, I'll try to help the customers quickly and politely. Lastly, I'll take the phone calls.
Yes, perfect pronunciation. Okay, I will say. So how does Pikachu handle pressure? And what is the example?
Pikachu. Um, uh, he is. He work. He work very well with pressure. He
Mhm,
prepare for it before it comes.
mhm.
For example, when he worked at Citibank, uh, he had many deadlines to meet, but he always finishes ahead of time.
Mhm.
And he tried to treat his customer with respect and patience.
So how about speaker three? What
Because,
happened?
uh,
Speaker
the
C.
speaker,
C.
uh,
How can she
she
handle stressful situations?
she she tries to stay as calm as possible. When she's with the customer, she likes to be respectful and responsible.
Mhm.
Responsible. Um,
So, okay, according to one of the speakers, what makes being an accountant a stressful job and how do they deal with that?
accounting, accounting.
So,
Uh,
I mean, do you understand the question?
yeah. The speaker E
Yeah.
work as an accountant.
Mhm.
Uh, she have to meet money deadlines, and it can make her work very stressful. But she has learned that working hard and staying calm always relax her to meet these deadlines.
So, what will the last speaker do to handle stressful situations in a workplace?
The last person. Um, uh, he handled them professionally and patiently. He has had experience with stressful situations at work.
Hmm?
He always tried to prepare himself before stressful situations happen.
Okay.
And
So now we finished the conversation, and now the next one I want to give you is questions related to yourself. Okay. So, can you work under pressure?
yeah, it's my strength.
Okay. Tell me.
uh,
So,
for
can you give me an
example,
example? So, can you give me
for
an
example,
example to show that you are a person who can work under pressure?
uh, my example in the previous company, I
Previous,
work
previous,
P, P previous
yeah,
company.
previous.
I work as I worked as uh, an office staff, and my job is do paying is paying for the no. Nói như nào cho dễ hiểu hơn.
Employees.
No. No. I will talk. I work as an accountant.
Okay.
Okay. Accountant, and another my co-workers be let off, and I have to do my both my job and his job.
Her job. Her or his?
His job.
Yeah, his job. Okay.
And I have to control very many trucks in a day. I have to control about 200 trucks vehicle.
Yeah. Okay.
Trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Per day. And my company buy float glass. The glass in building.
Mm-hmm.
And I have three phone, and they always rang consecutively, and I have to answer phone call all day, and to control the truck. And I'm very busy. I too busy, so that I couldn't have lunch for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I always came home late. And sometimes I was very angry with my customer.
Wow.
And yeah, it's very stressed. And once and I have ever cried because it's very stressed, and it's too busy, and my husband always talk me, and he want me being out.
He doesn't want you to work for that company anymore.
Yes, right? He want me stay at home to take care of my family, and I tried my best until I decided to quit my job. And I still fun because that time I had a high salary, very high salary. And that's all.
So how long have you been working for that company?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Wow, that's a lot.
I worked at 2 companies, and each company I worked 3 years. No, my previous company is 4 years. 4 years.
Yeah. Okay. So Do you prefer multitasking or working just one thing at a time? Do you know multitasking?
Multitasking, no, I don't know. Working just one thing.
Multitasking means you do a lot of things at the same time.
To a lot of
So, for example, when I prepare for my lesson today, I also listening to music, watch movie, and talk to my friends. That is multitasking because I do a lot of things at the same time. So, for example, I usually before I have a lesson today, I need to prepare for it. But I also like to listen to music. I also like listening to music, and I also love watching movie. So I open my computer, watching movie, listening to music, prepare for my lesson. Yeah, that is multitasking. That means you do a lot of things at the same time. So and work.
If for relax, I prefer working. I prefer working just one thing at a time.
Yeah, why?
Relax. Because I want to pay attention in my
pay attention to
my hobby, and I want to
my what?
Focus my hobby.
Okay.
Hobby. And I want to focus on myself.
My what?
My thinking. I don't know what the word.
By the way, focus.
I want to focus on one thing.
Yeah, I know.
Just for relax, and if I work, it's my job. I prefer multitasking.
Yeah, you prefer multitasking when you are working.
Because I like challenging.
Oh my god!
I like challenging and rewarding.
Okay. It's what?
Maybe it's the way to help me to improve my skill. And maybe I will create my skill. Wait me a minute. Give me a second.
Okay.
Sorry. My husband called me.
Okay.
He has recently finished his job.
Yeah. Okay. So
my answer.
So yeah, that's good. It depends on pupil, and it also depends on what kind of pupil you are, what kind of person you are. So for me, I personally prefer working just one thing at a time because I cannot focus on. So for example, I feel more productive if I just focus on one thing. So I cannot. So like I said before, but I just gave you an example about what multitasking means, but that is not my type. That is not my kind of person of me because so for example, before I have a class, I need to prepare for my lesson. and I just focus on the materials or something like that. I need to focus on how to create the question that can encourage you to speak more or something like that. I cannot listen to music and work at the same time because it uh, I feel like I get distracted by something surrounding me. Distracted, do you know what I mean?
No, I don't know. Distracted.
Yeah.
Distracted. Distracted.
I can easily get distracted by a lot of people, a lot of things surrounding me. So for example, when you go to the coffee shop and then a lot of people go around you, walking in front of you or something like that, so that you cannot focus on, you cannot concentrate on your work. Yeah, that is distracted. Yeah. So, and another example I want to give you is when you work, you cannot check your Facebook. So for example, I usually get distracted by Facebook when I working. Yeah, distracted. Sao nhãng.
Sao nhãng.
Uh, so so can you tell me about your boss?
My boss. My boss is a person who's very famous because he's a billionaire.
Oh my God, who is he?
He
Yeah,
is
who is he?
he's if you search on Google, Mr. Đỗ Thành Trung, and people you often call him Trung Small, Trung Con.
Okay.
Trung Small, Trung Little. I don't know.
Leader Trung, okay.
Mr. Trung. Đỗ Thành Trung. He's director of industrial group, and he's a billionaire. He's very strict, and when he arrived, every people in my company seems to quiet, seems to be
scared.
Quiet. Seems to be
scared.
Seems to be stop breathing. Stop breathing.
Stop what?
Breathe. Breathe.
Yeah. I understand. You can say that. So every time my boss come into my company, so almost everyone seems to be more serious. Yeah.
There is a noise. There is a noise, and
they keep quiet all the time. They don't want to make noises in order to draw your boss attention.
Quiet. And everyone focus on their job.
I think
he's he's very good, very excellent, and I very I am a fan of my boss.
Okay. So you can say like, I really admire my boss.
admire
Mhm.
admire
Admire like you respect him a lot. Yeah, admire. You can look up the dictionary later.
okay.
Yeah, like you give your boss a lot of respect. You respect him a lot. Okay. So so okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you a final question for today. Okay. So do you think we only need to behave politely talks to all older people?
No, I think we should behave politely towards all
Anyone?
the people, every people, from young to
Anyone, not
old,
any people. Anyone.
any everyone,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Because uh it's minimal politely
Okay.
of my daughter.
Okay.
She knocked on the door,
Mhm.
and
She
I
can come
think
here to study English with
I
you.
will show you my
Okay.
my daughter.
Okay.
Come here. Con chào chú đi, con chào chú nào, con chào chú đi.
Hi.
Con chào chú đi. She's very
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's cute.
she like a boy. She like a boy. She likes a
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, maybe she can like me. Maybe she will like me.
Con nói con méo cho mẹ nói one two four five six seven yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Mm.
she still haven't spoken Vietnamese yet.
Oh my God. Is it?
Yeah. She
Uh,
just call mother, brother,
yeah.
and grandmom, grandpa, and dad. That's all.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Recently, I have read the scientific article. It said that as a 2 years old daughter, their brain is like machine learning machine. You
Learning
know?
machine.
Yeah.
Learning machine.
They destroy they destroy children's brain like learning machine, which means they can learn very fast. Yeah.
I see.
But we need to choose the right method in order to help them to learn more. So for example, I cannot teach children English. I only can teach children. I only can teach adults to learn English because children need to have a teacher who know how to entertain them. They know how to give them a lot of fun because they cannot learn something like if you want to you tell them to do this and you tell them to do that, they never listen to you. You need to create a lot of fun environment in order to help them learn more.